Right. 18 December 2021. And today I'm joined by my regular guest, Senator Khaliphani Phugeni. How are you, Senator?
Good evening. How are you? And hello to our people all over the world.
Yes, Senator. Today we're going to have a very, very short session. I would like to
Indeed.
give you an opportunity to respond to reporting that we did on Gambakwe Media today.
Yeah.
There was a source or a number of sources who advised us that you boycotted, yourself and Dr. Thokozani Kupe boycotted a week-long policy session or seminar, which was held at the Holiday Inn this week. What is your response to that?
Okay. Maybe before I respond to that, let me just attend to this other small issue. You know, like after the recording, I try and go through some of the comments. And of course, I also get different calls where folks are of the opinion that I must stop coming here. But as tempting of an idea as it sounds, the challenge is that as we come off air right now, you've got other people that are already waiting. That is the next Sabbath evening, so that they can watch Kambakwe and Phugeni on Kambakwe Media. So, but put that aside. Right now, I was looking at it. I think I'm one of your highly rated political commentators. I think in 2 days we've already reached more than 35,000 people. So if it's those people that I really, really would like to talk to. So if I get off Kambagwe Media, of course, I'll speak to other media houses, but those 35,000 people are very, very important to me. Does Kambagwe Media have to change? Of course it has to, but you don't throw the baby with the bathwater. We'll work on you very, very gently. We will get there slowly but surely. Right, to your question. I'm gonna say something, and you must be ready for what I'm about to say. It may not immediately hit you, but when you take time to reflect, it will really hit you, and I hope it will bring the same change that COVID did to you. Look, I think whether wittingly or unwittingly, you are allowing your platform to become a septic propaganda machinery for those that want to take us to the old type of politics, lies, deceit, tarnishing people's images, and denigrating one another. You spoke to me on Tuesday, and behind the show, when we were with the doctor, he asked me where I am. I told him I'm in Bulawayo. We had spoken. I told you that I'm in Bulawayo. And I think you also spoke to me during the week, I'm sure definitely yesterday, and I was still in Bulawayo. Your reporting speaks of me being in a hotel in Harare and boycotting. You know, the word boycott assumes that you were invited or you should have been part of something and you boycotted. So there was nothing which was there in Harare or anywhere else that I was supposed to be, which I boycotted. I also want to address this, although it's not part of my job, but I have to address it. On Tuesday, you spoke of a standing committee the following day, which was not there. I didn't push back on it because I didn't think it's necessary. But your reporting speaks of Dr. Kupe lying about not being called to a standing committee. She never said anything about standing committee. Neither did I speak to her about standing committee. Neither did Ntando say she ever spoke about any standing committee. So I think you need to reflect and ask yourself a question. If you're going to allow your platform to be abused and used by those we need to be shunning at this stage and carrying on with the progressive politics, tolerance, politics of truthfulness, honesty, and integrity.
Okay, so let's go back to the reporting. I don't just report something that comes from my head. I do thorough research. So Was there a week-long seminar of the MDC-T at Holiday Inn last week?
No, there was no such. But let me go back to your reporting. What you do, and I shouldn't be teaching you this, what you do is once you get what they will call a tip-off, you obviously would call me or call Dr. Kupe's representative or spokesperson, in this case in Tando, so that you get what is called right of reply, so that then you can have a balanced story. But if somebody just wakes up in the morning and give you sewage, raw sewage for that matter, and you're putting it out there in the public domain, there was no such a thing. Zero whatsoever. Similarly, with the whole issue of saying Dr. Kupe lied and said the State Commission was no, that was a straw man which you created together with these so-called sources. But they are spineless people, cowards, who have no courage of their convictions to stand up and say, I am so and so, this is my accusation. So created a straw man, destroyed that straw man, and then felt great about it. None of those things exist in the realm of reality.
Okay, but Senator, it's not a straw man. I gave you the name of the person who said that, who talked about Dr. Kupe.
Who spoke about
it's there in the article. Let's display it, because I think you did not see what I said here. And it's written here. And I'm going to share it for you. Right, so give me a second. I'm just going to the tab. This is not a secret. It's public communication, which was given to me in public. So here it says, when asked by Gambakwe Media if he was aware of his new role as Bulawayo senator, an angry Dube slammed Gambakwe for publishing rumors. This is no good journalism, and you know it. Enough with these speculations. Flying all over media and journalism must be about truth-telling, not bad talk. Refuse to be pushed to such hogwash reporting. It doesn't suit you. I'm sure you have more solid political stories you can pursue than this. Now let's go to the necessary part. Kupe has lied again to the media by claiming that there was a standing committee this week in which she was not invited. It's a lie. There was no standing committee. She is in a standing committee group where notices are given. There's no such notice. So this is Dube who wrote this to me in response to my question. And this is not a secret. I didn't create this story. It was a response that I received from witness.
Well, let me assist you together with your so-called sources. That's a straw man. I insist it's a straw man that you created with whoever. Dr. Kupe never spoke of any standing committee, because you will have to tell us where she spoke about it. She
didn't speak about the standing committee. The standing committee, which is there, is on Tuesday. That's correct, right?
It's not correct.
I just got information that there's going to be a standing committee on Tuesday next week.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't want to talk about things that are yet to happen. I'm saying to you, this one where you are claiming that she lied, where did she lie? Because if you are saying somebody lied, you need to tell us where that person lied.
It's not me who wrote that. That is in a statement, in a response.
You are allowing your platform to be used. That's what I'm saying. As a septic, malicious propaganda machinery. That's the point that I'm making. And I'm saying to you, I know that when you go and reflect, because I've had discussions with you about 2 years ago, when you would reflect about where you want your platform to go, you don't want your platform to be the machinery of basically driving Zimbabweans against each other. Refuse.
No, but these are not Zimbabwean, Senator. These are not Zimbabwean. This is issues in the MDC-T. You guys have got issues, and each side is going to the media with different stories. So the story that I'm giving you here, that there was a policy seminar of the MDC-T which lasted a week, last week at the Holiday Inn. This is not a creation of myself. I didn't know that. I didn't have a reason to create that, and it happened. There was a seminar, and you didn't attend it Dr. Kupe didn't attend it?
Kambakwe, I was in Bulawayo. Your reporting says there was a seminar in Harare where I lived. I was in Bulawayo.
Yeah, but
I was in Bulawayo.
You are denying that there was a seminar last week.
Yeah, of course. I don't know of any seminar. I told you the word boycott suggests that there's something which you need to be part of, and then you boycott. You can't just boycott something. Now, here is a point. The mere fact that you have what do you call this? You've got guests throughout the week. You can't say Phugeni boycotted, right? I can only boycott the one where I'm expected to be. That's the point. So you can't ask me if there was a seminar or not or whatsoever. What I'm telling you is that I was in Bulawayo. This seminar you're talking about, I have no clue whatsoever of it. I did not get the invitation. In the public platform where it would normally be, there is no such an invitation of any seminar that will happen a week long. So I was not in Harare. Dr. Kupe was not in Harare. Your reporting is wrong.
Is it not that we're just not invited?
Number two, there is no invitation whatsoever for the so alleged seminar that you are talking about. So you again, if you are claiming that we boycotted, you need to be able to report that an invitation was sent to so and so on such a day, and so attended, and so did not attend. Because right now your reporting suggests that there was a seminar which only Dr. Kupe and KP did not attend. And I'm saying it's sewer journalism. It doesn't suit you at all. That's not your type of things that you do. You need to reflect and ask yourself a question. If you are going to be used by certain people to push selfish, narrow objectives, we are here to engage on real national issues. That's what our people want to hear. Most of our people are in the diaspora, come back. They don't want to hear this garbage thing. They want to hear substantial things, things of substance, things that help them understand what exactly is happening in the country. There is no way I can be called so late at night on a very cold Saturday to address things that don't even exist at all.
Okay. You know what? I don't want to have an argument over whether this is important or not. But the fact that I speak to people in your party and they tell me something. These are very serious people. The people who gave me this information are not people that I take lightly. And I've always had confidence in what they tell me. And I actually believe that this story happened. That's why you saw me publishing it. And now you are confirming that you did not attend the seminar because you say you were not invited. Did Dr. Kupe attend any meeting, policy seminar last week?
I never said I did not attend. I never said I did not attend any seminar. I said to you, I do not know of any seminar. Unless and until you tell me that there is a seminar which happened in such a place, so and so attended, so and so did not attend, an invitation was sent on such a day, on such a platform. So there is no seminar which I know of. That's number one. Number two, you telling me that there are serious people that you hold in high regard and whatsoever. I've got news flash for you. Put any of your sources there and put my name there and run a poll on who do Zimbabweans believe. I rank very high, by the way, and this is not presumption, by the way. I'm a very humble person. I think you know that. But being humble does not mean that I'm a fool or I do not understand or see what is happening here. But I've got news for you, and you might as well tell your people that their campaign has failed. Zimbabweans don't believe them. That is why you see the numbers being what they are. Every time I come online, Zimbabweans want to hear what I'm saying. They don't just want to listen because I'm just babbling. No, they are listening because they think this is credible. This is a very reliable, decent human being, and we support his agenda, and we want to go with him wherever he goes. So this whole nonsense that there are some people that are regarded highly and whatsoever, newsflash, those people are useless, they are spineless, they are cowards. That's why they will not come and in public and say this and this happened on such a day and all those things. They don't have the the guts to do that. They'll run around, come to you, abuse your platform, abuse Zimbabweans, waste their evening, waste their data on garbage.
Okay. So the standing committee, let's go back to the standing committee. There's a standing committee on Tuesday next week. How does the invitation work? Do you have to be invited, or you just pitch up at the location or on the online software? How does it work?
No, I mean, I don't even understand why this is news. Honestly speaking, every time there is a standing committee, we all attend. There's never been crisis of people not attending because they didn't know or they were not invited. This is not news, Kambakwe. This is not complicated. Every standing committee member knows when there's a standing committee because there is a way how we communicate. So it's not a complicated matter. And unfortunate, you were given garbage, you ran with it, and you just have to accept that and deal with it.
Okay, the question that I asked is not yet answered. There's a standing committee on Tuesday next week. Have you been invited? Have you been given the time? Have you been given the location? It's only 2 days to go. How do you know when there's a meeting of the MDC-T?
No, because now you are asking me to do somebody's job, which I don't want. I don't want to do anyone's job. Now, if you're asking me, I'm saying to you, I always know when there are standing committee meetings because we have a way of communicating. Me, Khaliphani Phugeni, I always know. And I do not know of anyone who misses standing committee meeting because they didn't know that there was a standing committee. Now, how that's communicated and whatsoever, you might find someone who will then tell you how that is done. So there is no crisis of saying there could be a standing committee which no one who is supposed to be there would not know about it.
Okay, so you've already been invited for the one on Tuesday.
No, come back. I repeat.
It's a serious question that I'm asking you because I want to make it, because the people who talked to me said Dr. Kupe has been boycotting meetings. She hasn't been attending meetings, key meetings of the MDC-T.
Well, you'll have to get hold of Ntando and put that accusation before him. He will respond. But I find it strange because there were videos flying all over here of Dr. Kupe addressing a key structure of the party, which is the highest decision-making body of the party. So you begin to realize that those people that are giving you whatever they are giving you, they are hallucinating. They are hallucinating. They are talking nonsense. I'm saying to you, that was a national council which she was addressing. Now, so what boycott are you talking about? Boycott suggests that the person was not there. Now, how could she not be there, but at the same time have videos of her addressing the same body? So
okay,
I'm not sure whether you realize that there's something wrong with every information you have. It's not even difficult for me to deal with it. I don't even have to think about it. I'm saying to your reporting says I was in Harare. I was not in Harare. I haven't been to Harare for a whole month. I have a sister who was involved in that accident, which you know about, that I'm running up and down about. So I've not been to Harare for a whole month. Your reporting says I was in Harare. I stayed there. I boycotted a meeting. Right now you're saying Dr. Kupe is boycotting meetings, but you've got a video flying all over of her addressing the highest decision-making structure. Now, anything else you want to find out about her? And by the way, thank you. Yesterday, you had Ntando did a sterling job, and I can see the responses. People think he's doing a fine job, and thank you so much for giving him that opportunity.
Yeah, I'll be having Ntando here every week. People really want to know what is happening in the MDC-T, and to ask people who are outside, it's not looking good.
Why don't you have witness then? So why don't you call witness?
I had witness here last week. We played his voice notes when you were here. So, and on the day when you didn't come, we also played his voice notes. So I've got different formats because of the network in Zimbabwe. It's not very reliable. You saw yesterday we did voice notes with Ntando. That is because of the network in Bulawayo. Econet network is basically not working, and most guys use the Econet network. So that is the reason why sometimes you see we don't have people live. However,
Do you
the
have
point I'm
problems?
trying.
Do you have
Sorry.
problems having live?
Yeah, with the guys who are on Econet, we're having a very big challenge. So we have to. I've had to buy my whole team net one lines just for them to be able to work sometimes on live. So that is the
Anyway,
reason why sometimes I can't get them on live.
fine. The point I was making maybe is to say, if you have an interest in the MDC-T, you know who to speak to. I'm here tonight to respond to that malicious reporting, which I'm sorry, my friend, but I think that was not your best day. That was
No,
extremely
but
poor.
you are blaming the wrong person. Witness Dube, he in his response said Coupe lied. It's not me who said it. And it's there on the article. I did not say the sources.
Light on what? But light on what, Kambako? I mean, somebody can't just come to you and say Phugeni this and that, and then you don't even give Phugeni the right to understand. You don't write everything that people say. People just can't just come to your platform and start tarnishing other people's images, and then you accept that and you say, anyway, I played no role. No, you are providing a platform. You are providing a platform.
Okay, I think let's conclude this with the story on Witness. There has been messages that were circulating that we have seen, whereby it was said Witness is going to be your replacement as Bulawayo Senator. Have you seen those messages?
Yes, of course, I did see them.
Okay, and what is your comment on that?
Well, look, I don't have to comment on everything out there. I think I've exhausted this issue several times on your platform here. And I resent the fact that every time people want to go back and forget and almost want to paint a narrative that one was born in the Senate, that one depends on the Senate, and no, the Senate has a very special place in my heart. It has allowed me to assist a lot of people. It has allowed me to assist a lot of people. You even know that maybe better than most. I've assisted a lot of people. They come to me on the basis of my office, and then I phone around government offices, and I manage to assist even private companies, those that are amicable to my approach. I approach them and I tell them of my office and I try and assist people. That's it. Now, fortunate for me, I've not taken any pictures since I've been in the Senate. Maybe I've taken one or two, and I don't think I've posted them on Facebook. Maybe people just need to visit my Facebook and just have a clue of who this guy is. So what you see here is not as a result of the Senate. No, I've always been okay. I've always been taken good care of. God has always been good to me. So I don't understand why we are making an issue out of nothing. That's number one. Number two, I think I've already over and over again dealt with these issues. It's not going to be the first time. Dr. Cooper was recalled in 2018. Of course, she was exonerated later, although events had overtaken her, and in reality, she didn't get anything except for people to know that what happened to her was wrong. And if people want to repeat that, it's fine. We will see. But I told you last week, I'll repeat again. I'm well catered for, as I've always been, and I will always be well catered for, because my Father in heaven owns everything on earth. So anything that happens to me, Kambakwe, don't be shocked. It's because it will have been sanctioned in heaven. If it's not sanctioned, no one can do anything to me. So I just want you to be at ease and be free about that. So if there's a guy who's at ease with himself, I walk around with my head held high. I'm a very appreciative child of God, and I dare not embarrass God, humiliate him by pretending as if there is some human being somewhere who is in charge of my destiny. No, I told you at some stage on this very same platform, my feet are guided and my path is guided, not here on earth, but above.
Okay, I think that's a nice place to conclude. And on my side, Senator, before I give you a last opportunity to speak, is I'm finding it extremely interesting that the political parties in Zimbabwe don't understand the role of a media house. Every time we publish a story that people don't like about Chamisa and his party, about your party MDC-T, about ZANU-PF, everyone likes to blame the media house. And I think that is something that also needs to be dealt with. I find it very strange that even yourself, you don't understand the role that we have to play to provide people with information. So we keep getting these attacks. I feel as if it's almost like an attack on us for publishing what is being said out there. And that is something that I want to leave you with, because you've also left me with the information of how you feel.
Okay. To avoid, like backwards and forth, because we're getting to the end of the program, I'm simply saying, Kambakwe, one cannot come to me and I'm running a KP media or whatever and say, Kambakwe did this and that and blah, 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 and then I just publish that. Worse is still, you have my contacts. You also a Dr. Cooper spokesperson yesterday. Just the courtesy to say, I have this and this information. Is it true? Whether you carry on publishing it and then you're able to say, but I spoke to KP and this is what KP said. You didn't even give us that courtesy. You just got so excited because in my view, there's a faction which you support, which you want to push its agenda, and that faction wants to see some of us down, and then you're assisting that faction. Now, I'm not moved. I'm not fazed by it. I have defeated very formidable foes in the past, and I will do it now. Let me finish by saying this when I come back. There were 3 young boys who were maliciously sent to the fire by the then king in Babylon. Send them to the fire, maliciously so. More or less like the same situation that myself and my friends are facing. Because they believed in God, they believed in a God who's in heaven. When the king looked in that fire, he saw a 4th man in that same fire. Now, there are many fires that are being put on and lit for me and those that are my supporters and those that believe in me. But I can tell you this, that whether that fire eventually consumes me, it will be known that I never bowed down. I'll never bow down. I'll never bow down to a human. I believe in God. And I will never, as long as God lives, as long as I live, believe that a human being has power over me. So you can do all the reporting you want to do, can create all the lies you want to create, can write as many articles as you can. I have a Father in heaven who has angels which excel in strength. And that is where my faith and my hope lies.
Okay, so I would like us to have this discussion later on, maybe after a month or so, because I personally am a very independent person. And I also want to be fair to Senator Douglas Monzor. I think he is not a bad person. He is, to me, someone that is always listening to people when they talk to him. I've seen him personally. I've sat down with him. I've also sat down with Dr. Kupe. I have also observed the Chamisa camp and also the ZANU-PF guys. I think it is fair for me to give everyone a platform, the same way that I gave you a platform when no one wanted to talk about Senator Khaliphani Phugeni. You remember there was a time when people didn't want to listen to you. and we talk to you. So I give everyone a chance. Similarly, I get calls from people from Chamisa's camp who say, why do you support Monzora, or why do you talk to Monzora? But I will personally have to give everyone an opportunity. The problem that I have is you are not admitting that the MDC-T has serious problems. And the serious problems are in court. The way you speak, it's almost as if there are no problems in the MDC-T.
Yeah, but I'm trying to appreciate how does Honorable Monzora come into this whole thing. I'm really trying to appreciate.
You say the people that you support, you guys are being recalled. That is what you're saying in court papers. Dr. Thokozani Kupe is saying she's got Senator Monzora as one of the respondents. So it's not a secret.
So did you see my name? Did you see my name in the filing?
No, but we just said now that witness is going to replace you. It's written on an SMS and a WhatsApp that I've got. And witness himself has responded to this. You are one of the people on the recall list. It's not a secret.
Now, let me say this to you, Kambago, and I repeat again, I don't know why you don't want to hear this. It's got nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me.
No, but so it does have something to do with you.
How?
If you get recalled illegally, it has something to do with you. The same way that the MDC Alliance guys got recalled illegally. Right now, there's hundreds of MDC Alliance guys who went to court and said they were recalled illegally. You are in the same position now. So it has something to do with you.
Oh, but I expect you to know better. I think we had this discussion on Tuesday, and I'm disappointed because I can see what you're trying to do. I explained that thing. I have feedback from people here who appreciate it. This is not the same scenario. Their argument, the MDC Alliance people, it was not illegal. Their argument was MDC-T cannot recall us because we did not run under them. They even called the judgment that. That's what they did, right? Which is completely different. You can't wake up in the morning and simply say, I hate this guy for whatever reason. I don't like him. Whether he supports me or doesn't support me or supports whatever, but for whatever reason, I don't like this guy, then I recall him. And then you want to make a comparison with what happened. It's two different things. It's not apples with apples, it's apples with oranges. But like I said, I don't want to give oxygen to this whole thing. They can knock themselves out if indeed there is any substance to all of that. I am not moved. Guys, I'm not. I don't want to be moved. I am not moved. It does not mean anything to me. Fine, for those who always come to me for whatever assistance they need, of course they'll be affected because the platform which I use to assist them would have been taken away illegally so or whatsoever. It's fine. Now, knowing me the way you do, you think that with all this malicious reporting and attacks on the media, trying to humiliate me and everything, you think that I have no plan B? Really? Really? You think I really have no plan B? I've got nothing to do? No. I'm carrying on with my day, with my work day to day as if there's nothing to do because I must wear my big boy pants and carry on with the job. And by the way, I know why I'm being attacked. I'm not attacked because I'm Khaliphani Phugeni. I'm attacked because I'm always fighting for the voiceless. That's the whole reason why I'm being attacked. The whole reason why I'm attacked, because if you follow my career, I have always fought for those without a voice. I fought for the rural folk. I have fought for those that are attacked by the mighty and powerful. I've taken, whether it's the media, whether it's the government, whether it's the business community or whatever, the downtrodden will always find a voice in me. And so don't think that they're attacking me. If I were to comply and oblige, all of this will go away. But simple because I'm fighting for those without a voice. The fights will keep on coming. Whether we win or we lose, It's all in God's hands, and I'm fine with it. So accept it, Kambakwe. It's okay. It's fine.
Okay, I think what we should do is let's wrap this up, Senator. I see your battery is ending, and let's just say good night to everybody.
Good night. My battery is dead.
Sorry about that. And I'll have Dando here on Monday. And thank you very much, Senator, for joining. I'm very sorry about the battery ending so quickly. I'll arrange for us to get a better battery next time. So I think also, let me conclude. As you can see, that Senator Khaliphani Phugeni has left. We obviously reported on this issue of the boycott. So we'll follow up. I will bring people here from the official MDC-T next week. I'll make it an effort to get the truth. Was there a seminar at Holiday Inn? Is Dr. Thokozani Kupe boycotting meetings, key meetings of the party? We're going to get those answers next week. And thank you very much, everybody, for joining. I'll be back here tomorrow. There is a young woman here in South Africa who jumped onto the freeway, a Zimbabwean, while holding two of her little babies. And we want to assist the family. The bodies have been in the mortuary for the past almost 18 days, 19 days today. So we need to have a look at that tomorrow. We're going to try to bring the husband here, and then we see how we can assist them to get the bodies to Zimbabwe. The embassy here and the consulate, they've been helping, but we also need to help with a few other things because the situation is quite bad. So that is tomorrow. I'll be back here with that story, and then I'll be back here earlier during the day with my brother Pangana Mhlanga. If I can get hold of him, I think he's on holiday already. We need to look at the statement by Vice President General Chiwenga on the chiefs, which was issued today or yesterday. I don't know when he issued it. So we'll be back with that tomorrow, those two stories. Let's hope that we get all my guests, and then we can talk about those. Thank you very much to everybody, and good night.
Kuno abo bano mama wanna get it nice. I know food I miss, I know food I say, I know kaya mari. Come back, don't you come? Don't you come? Anogaya mari.
Come back, uyo. Anotara mari, anogaya mari. Garai mamunzwa. Paninya pano. Zamnoda kunzwa. Zvinotara pano. Madiko kumunzwa. Mugovane.com. Kambakwe vanogaya mari, vanotara mari, vanosiya mari. Kambakwe vanotara fea kuti pamberi zvichafamba sei. Vanoterere zvikubatsire mukufamba kwenyu zvikubatsire. Mirai ndikudze kuti chokwadi pano chizere. Kambakwe vanogaya cash, vanopa mafacts, vanotara straight, vane evidence, vane confidence plus intelligence.
Entertainment, current affairs and news. Kambakwe don't come. Usasarire, Kambakwe anogaya mari.